Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I am Helen. Hope your day is so well. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel. Has to stay face. Sister Wives fans react to Cody saying he wanted to love all his wives equally. Season 19 was released on May 25. The episode saw Cody, Robin, and his 3 ex-wives answering the questions that were asked of them while watching back Season 19 of the show. At the reunion, Cody said Batman Returns best described his life currently, to which the host, Sukanya Krishnan, asked him if he felt like a villain. "It's not about being a villain, it's about being villainized," he said. He hinted at his 3 ex-wives painting him in a bad light and said that was why he was getting the hate online. Cody also criticized fans for guilting him for loving Robin more. He said that wasn't the case because before his other 3 wives divorced him, he tried bringing them to the level of Robin. Christine, Janelle, and Mary fired back, saying that was a lie, and if it truly was the case, why didn't he say so when they were leaving him? Fans of Sister Wives took to X to react to what Cody said. One fan wrote, "What else did Cody say on Sister Wives 1-on-1 Part 1? When he said he was being villainized, the Sister Wives star added that his mouth ran fluidly. Cody said it was easier to make fun of someone who didn't have a filter. He also added that it was hard to be accountable for things he said in moments of passion. He also called fans out for guilting him for loving Robin more. Then, when he said he wanted to elevate his relationship with all his wives before they left him, Christine bit back, saying that was a 100% lie. Janelle joked that it would have been better if he had communicated the same to them before. Mary agreed and added that every woman was unique. They all weren't Robin. Each of the Sister Wives deserved a different kind of love. Sister Wives Christine Brown shares her darkest regret tied to ex-husband Cody. The reality television star is no longer holding back about what went down with former husband Cody Brown. Christine Brown recently reflected on her past with Cody Brown and admitted she feels disgusted with herself over the relationship. On the Sunday, May 25 episode of the TLC series Sister Wives, the 53-year-old TV personality, who was the one to leave the plural marriage in 2021, talked about her relationship with her ex-husband. Getting candid with her husband David Woolley while packing to leave for the show's recording, Christine shared, "You realize I loved Cody like 4 years ago. So much of my life was so focused on him, and it makes me disgusted with myself." She went on to compare her relationship with Woolley and the father of her 6 children, Aspine, 30, Mykelti, 28, Payton, 26, Wenlin, 23, Isabel, 21, and Truly, 15. The mother of 6 quipped, "You're always here. You're always a constant. And I always know when you're here," adding, "I never knew when Cody would be around. He kept us always in suspense, but not really." Referring to Cody's now only remaining wife, Robin Brown, she noted, "Well, I knew where he was at. That's our biggest fight." In a confessional with Sister Wives host Sukanya Krishnan, Christine said, "My life was just wrapped up in what Cody needed and what he wanted and what the family needed and wanted. He didn't just do whatever we were doing. We had to change what we were doing to accommodate him. And that's not okay. That's not fair. That's making it so our lives are focused on him," she stated. Cody Brown may have done it to be gentlemanly, but perhaps he was afraid of being sued by Mary and Janelle, who didn't trust him not to rip them off. His reasoning ultimately doesn't matter. It's his actions that speak for him. So what he did was a good thing. He has a nice home with Robin, a new showplace in Flagstaff, valued at $2.1 million. Since he has so much, it's good that he paid some of it forward, helping the women who stuck by him for decades. Weird red writing scribbled on the mirror. Cody and Robin's wild home decor explained, "Cody and Robin Brown have cookie taste when it comes to how they decorate their homes, and Cody's strange mirror messages to Robin are one more reason why their interior decor gets shade on Reddit. When it comes to what they put in their homes, it's safe to say that fans just can't believe their eyes. Whether it's a medieval times-inspired royal bedchamber in an arguably gaudy purple palette, Cody leaves mirror messages for Robin. Cody's always playing Romeo, and Robin must be Juliet, as seen in the picture shown above. Robin's curling her hair and coolly appraising herself in the mirror, as though wondering, is this good enough? The naturally attractive mother's trying to be the pretty doll that Cody wants. He said he likes her to look a certain way. It's probably easier to get those tens of thousands of dollars worth of American Girl dolls when she looks like one herself. Even when she's camping, she'll sneak off to put on some makeup, and reportedly used to leave the now ex-wives with the tough chores. It's a lot of work to maintain a perfect. Some women don't always want to, but Robin may feel like she has no choice. The thing is, there could be more going on under the surface. Cody has said he won't take another wife because it would create too much tension. Maybe he secretly wants to bring another woman into his relationship with Robin, a throuple of sorts that will thrust him back into polygamy. Robin doesn't want that. She also says Cody's hard to live with and trying to wreck their marriage. His mood swings are atrocious. On the surface, it's sweet. His little messages are expressions of his feelings, and hopefully those words, written in lipstick or whatever, are sincere. For sure, Cody loves Robin. On the mirror, he kept it simple, although some of his mirror messages have been much more elaborate. In the picture shown above, that was adorable, but it has to be said that Cody didn't seem to be elated when his other wives, Christine, Janelle, and Christine Brown, finally fled. In fact, he seemed grumpy, out of sorts, and bitter. He should have been floating on a cloud, elated after being pierced with the cherub Cupid's arrow. The wives left before Garrison's passing, and there was no reason for him to be miserable back then, as he didn't want those other women anyway. Maybe monogamy will not solve everything. So often, people want to have their cake and eat it too. Now that Cody's got just one wife, he may miss being in control, so to speak, of a gaggle of women. Yes, he complained when they were there, but now, he has to face the ups and downs of life with Robin without the crutch he used to rely on, which was blaming the other brown women for every problem he had. Janelle, Mary, and Christine were painted as illogical shrews who just couldn't please their husband. All three women seem to be doing well since leaving Cody. In fact, they've had glow-ups, stepping into real glamour, as though they were neglected masterpieces that were lovingly restored by an expert's deft hands. So, maybe they weren't so bad after all. Is Cody's pleasure palace really a happy home? Cody's apparently trying to build some kind of fantasy environment for Robin, like that house filled with luxuries in Citizen Kane. Maybe Robin chose all this stuff. She's seemingly Cody's rosebud after all, the thing he prizes the most, that evokes the most moving memories. She's his soft place to fall, and his true treasure, marital problems or not. It's hard to even imagine Cody without Robin. He is that invested. A royal bedchamber, the stone sink, the glitzy David Yurman bling, Cody's Star Wars doll collection, Robin's own stash of American Girl dolls. This is some serious decorating, and the word whimsy does not really suffice. If his love is sincere, it's admirable. It's always possible that Robin pressured him into monogamy against his will. He may just be going through the motions. No one shows every part of themselves to another. There are always elements that remain hidden. This is why the Sister Wives stars could hit more turbulence. The Sister Wives duo sold Coyote Pass, ridding themselves of that albatross. But that doesn't mean that everything is perfect in their lives, despite those lovey-dovey mirror messages. This marriage was on the rocks, the entire marriage. He insisted on the October 20 episode. And how would I know that because I had such a better relationship with Janelle, with Christine, with Robin? He admitted he should have gotten out of the relationship 25 years ago, but he stayed out of fear, noting, leadership will never allow you to marry again if you're discarding wives. Janelle threatened legal action against Cody, though she was undecided on if she'd like to build on Coyote Pass or simply sell it off. Janelle noted that step one was paying off the Arizona property, and with Cody unwilling to talk to her about the situation, I think I'm going to have to lawyer up, she confessed to former sister wife Christine Brown in the September 22 episode. Because I think that's the only way I'm ever going to get any kind of decision out of him. And Janelle acknowledged that without a legal marriage to Cody, I really have no legal rights to make any kind of claim on Cody's property. As she put it, "It's not like I'm just calling a lawyer and saying I need to divorce this person. No, it's really complicated because there's no legal marriage." Cody supposedly divulged private information to his other wives. Cody's explanation for not talking with Janelle about their Arizona property is that he no longer trusted her. "We will pay off the property when the time comes," he insisted in a confessional during the September 22 episode. "And I'm not giving you any details about what I'm doing or whatever because I'm tired of disclosing information that goes through the gossip mill of our broken family." A bit of a pot calling the kettle black, Janelle said in her own interview. "He leaks like a sieve," she shared. "He told me stuff about his other relationships and his other wives that I was like, I don't think you're supposed to be telling me that." Family money paid for Robin's house. Back when the family's love was still multiplying rather than dividing, they used to pool their money into one pot. "We would use all the resources to help one person. Then we would all rally to support the other person," Janelle explained on the September 22 episode. "That's how it always worked until the last 10 years or so. And all of a sudden, it's been about my estate and everyone needs their own estate." So when Robin was in need of a home in Arizona, they all pitched in to buy her $1.65 million 5-bedroom spread, which was listed for sale this past August. "The intention was that it would be an asset for the family," said Robin. But when Janelle suggested that they all put their names on the mortgage, she was rebuffed. Cody was like, No, we need to protect Robin's estate," Janelle recalled. "So now that she's extricating herself from the family," continued Janelle, "she'd like her portion of the Coyote Pass proceeds, and I'd like to recoup some of the money I put into Robin's health family. We were working together for so long," noted Robin. And with Janelle saying she's owed money from them, Robin added, "It's like, how do you calculate, how do you figure that out? It's so confusing."